We've all heard of Elon Musk. He's the genius technology entrepreneur, investor, and engineer behind huge companies like SpaceX, Tesla, The Boring Company, and of course, PayPal. As a centi-billionaire, Musk is one of the wealthiest people in the world. However, Musk wasn't always as rich as he is now. In fact, there was even a time when he almost went bankrupt, but he then did what no other American CEO had done before. In this video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into how Musk created and saved two companies simultaneously and brought them to multi-billion-dollar valuations. In 2000, Elon Musk co-founded X.com, an online payment platform. The platform initially focused on providing a secure way for individuals to make payments over the internet, but later expanded into other financial services such as online banking and e-commerce. X.com later rebranded as PayPal and was acquired by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion, of which Musk received $165 million. This was his first major success as an entrepreneur and helped establish him as a prominent figure in the technology industry. This is where most people would call it quits, but for Musk, this was just the beginning. Musk wanted to change the world for the better and expressed interest in sending a greenhouse to Mars as part of his vision for establishing a human settlement on the planet. The goal would be to use the greenhouse to grow food for the settlers, as well as to show that it's possible to sustainably grow plants on Mars. This would be a crucial step towards making Mars a self-sustaining colony, as currently all food and supplies would need to be brought from Earth. Also, growing plants on Mars could help to create a more Earth-like environment for the settlers, which would have psychological benefits. This was an outlandish idea, especially because Musk didn't want to spend any more than $20 million on it. At the time, sending just £50 to orbit could easily cost upwards of $30 million, but Elon had a plan. In June 2002, Musk started SpaceX, also known as the Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. Musk said that he wanted a diverse group of people to work at SpaceX, with a mix of experienced engineers and recent graduates from top universities. He also said that he looks for people who are passionate about space exploration and have a strong work ethic. Musk emphasized that he values people who are doers and not afraid of taking on difficult challenges. In an interview, he stated that he looks for people who have a sense of urgency and are willing to work incredibly hard and make significant sacrifices to achieve SpaceX's goals. He also mentioned that he values people who are scrappy and can think creatively to solve problems, as well as those who can work well in a team. Falcon 1 was the first rocket developed by SpaceX with the goal of reducing the cost of access to space. The Falcon 1 was a small, two-stage rocket that was designed to be relatively cheap to produce and launch. It was powered by a single Merlin engine on the first stage and a Kestrel engine on the second stage. The first stage was also equipped with grid fins for guidance and stability during ascent. The Falcon 1 had a number of design features that set it apart from traditional rockets, including the use of a common bulkhead between the fuel and oxidizer tanks, which reduced weight and complexity, and the use of a simple, low-cost avionics system. The first launch of Falcon 1 was attempted in March 2006, but it failed to reach orbit due to a problem with the engine thrust vector control system. The second launch, in March 2007, also failed due to a fuel leak. The third launch, in August 2008, was successful, and Falcon 1 became the first privately funded liquid propellant rocket to reach orbit. After two more launches in 2009, Falcon 1 was retired and replaced by the Falcon 9, which was a more powerful and capable rocket with a larger payload capacity. However, the development of Falcon 1 was a crucial step for SpaceX, as it allowed the company to prove its capabilities and pave the way for future developments. During this time, Musk also became the chairman of the electric car company Tesla. Right off the bat, Musk began applying his knowledge and experience from SpaceX. For example, the company's logo was created by the same people that made the logo for SpaceX. Not too long after, the company started working on their first electric car, the Tesla Roadster. It was based on the Lotus Elise and was powered by a lithium-ion battery pack. The Roadster was introduced in 2008 and was the first highway-capable electric car in serial production for sale in the United States. However, the Roadster was produced in limited numbers and was mainly intended to prove the capabilities of the company's technology. With full responsibility for both companies, the stress was starting to pile up. In 2008, after SpaceX had 3 consecutive launch failures, the company was running out of money. Musk had invested a significant amount of his own money into the company, and he was forced to put his personal assets, including his house, up for collateral in order to secure additional funding. Similarly, in 2008, Tesla was also struggling financially, and the company came close to bankruptcy multiple times. The company was running out of money and had to secure additional funding through a combination of loans and the sale of stock. Musk had also invested a significant amount of his personal wealth in the company and had to put his own assets up as collateral to secure additional funding. So, Musk had to make a choice. He had already spent $70 million on Tesla and $100 million on SpaceX. So, with what little he had left, Musk had to choose whether to fund and secure the future of one company or to risk everything and gamble on saving both. In a frantic scramble, Musk had to figure out funding solutions for both of his companies before the end of 2008, but the timing couldn't have been worse. One of the largest American banks, Lehman Brothers, collapsed and the global economy was heading towards disaster. Musk managed to scrape together $20 million of his own money, $20 million from various investors, and $50 million from the German car company Daimler. Tesla also managed to secure a $465 million loan from the US Department of Energy, which was used to develop the Model S and other electric vehicles. While Musk thought that only Tesla would be able to make it, times started to look better when Musk accepted a $1.6 billion contract from NASA to develop the Dragon spacecraft to transport cargo to the International Space Station, ISS. This contract provided the company with a significant amount of much-needed funding and helped keep the company afloat. It's likely that Elon felt a great deal of stress and pressure when he was trying to save Tesla and SpaceX from bankruptcy. He had invested a significant amount of his personal wealth into both companies, and their financial struggles put a great deal of strain on him. Also, as the CEO of both companies, he was responsible for their success and failure, and the possibility of bankruptcy would have been a significant setback for him and his vision for the companies. However, Elon Musk is known to be a determined and resilient person, and he remained focused on finding solutions to the financial challenges facing both companies. Despite the difficulties, he was able to secure additional funding and turn the companies around, ultimately leading them to become the successful companies they are today. Musk's ability to think outside of the box and his persistence in achieving his goals, despite the obstacles and setbacks, is also seen as a key factor in his success. He is known for his relentless work ethic, for his ability to remain focused on his goals even in the face of adversity. Overall, Musk's belief in his ability to change the world with technology, his long-term vision, calculated risks, his ability to attract and retain talent, persistence and hard work are some of the reasons he has been successful. And that wraps up today's video. If you learned something new today, be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below and comment below any thoughts or questions that you might have. We love hearing from you guys. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that you can be the first to watch our brand new videos that you simply do not want to miss out on. See you next time.